how to crush vacant land wholesaling. What's up, guys? Vacant here, and in today's video, me and Rick really break down exactly the secrets to wholesaling vacant land. I talked to someone who just got a vacant deal under contract, and they need help closing their vacant land deal. So, guys, before we can get into it, before I give you the vacant land wholesaling gems, remember, you need to smash that like button and subscribe, get the most true value from me, and let's get in the video.
My name is JC. How are you guys?
JC, good. What's up, JC?
Nice to meet you guys.
Why am I always this guy? Because you're probably... Okay, I got it.
Zach, pleasure to meet you, my man. I love your website. I love everything about you, man.
Thanks,
you
bro.
motivate me, dude. So,
hey, dude, I'm right here.
Oh my God.
So I just kind of talk as you guys kind of get yourself settled. I got into land just recently in October. I do land. I don't do houses. I followed Rick originally. Zach, don't get pissed off at me. You know, your dad's the first one I found. So
we're not the same.
You were talking about a video, Rick, on land, and ever since then, I kind of just dove in on your advice. As of October, I did Mellors October 15. Today's 11/4. I got my first purchase signed agreement.
Awesome! Woo! I like land. It doesn't talk back to you too much after you buy it either.
Right there.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Hey, I'm on this live call, you know, but
what market you in?
I'm really on this live call because it wasn't through cold calling, it wasn't SMS, it was a mailer, and as you guys are aware, it's a little different. But I've never done any type of wholesaling ever in my entire life. So my question is very easy, and I'm sure it'll be answered. It's in Texas, but it's a non-disclosure state apparently. I just found, you know, I'm learning as I go.
Okay.
And I just don't know how to comp, you know, land in this case or this scenario. I just don't really seem to understand how, you know, this process kind of works next. I do know this is the process where if I don't do it right, it can lead me to either paying too much or like not having to do at all, right? So I kind of want to ask you guys that specific question. If I'm looking here, it's because I have two monitors, so I do apologize.
It's okay.
You're good. So, I mean, if you're land wholesaling in Texas, I mean, you're going to have to learn the MLS pretty quick there. And it's hard to find comps, but it's a lot easier to do. So reverse engineering is the best one you possibly can do from there. Find your cash buyers first and see how much they're paying in land for whatever county you're doing. Let's say you're in Houston, you're trying to do Harris County. How much for a quarter acre without mineral rights wherever? Oh, I'll pay $50K an acre, or like $12K for a quarter acre. You just reverse engineer it. It's the best and easiest way to do it.
Okay.
It gives you a lot of leverage with motivated sellers to get better prices, and you already know what it is. So it's perfect.
Okay. Cool.
And you can go off your try your property appraiser sites. Most of the counties break up land and then the actual property. And it kind of gives you a base on how they tax them. And you can start. So the best thing is to find out what someone will pay for it. But after a while, like I could give you a percentage number. So most of our land in our area under normal market circumstances is about 70 to 75% of the value is how the county values just raw land. But every county is very different. I've had them, some are over, some are under, but it'll be very consistent within your county, but it'll change with like each market you do. So some people go, okay, well, I'm never if I can pay what the county assessed value for just the raw land is, that's a really good deal. Like whatever, just find some things that are a baseline that'll help you out. And once you identify it, it'll kind of keep you on a track record. Remember, you might go a little bit to the right, you might go a little bit to the left, but it won't steer you wrong. If you see the county has it at like 30 grand and you just paid like 90 grand, you know, that could go, okay, I might have to really check my homework here quick. So any other tips?
Reverse engineer it. That'd be the best one. How much was that first deal?
How much I purchased it for?
Yeah.
Or like the agreement that, you know, he contracted me is 12 grand.
12 grand. What do you think you're going to sell it for?
That's the portion I'm trying to figure out. And what I saw on Zillow for a 5.5 acre was going for, according to kind of like PopStream, I was able to look at the comparable comps there. and choose MLS and both or whatever it says there, because I'm still learning. The county put for that 5.5 for that land, that raw land was 300K. That was recorded in the county.
Wow.
So I'm just trying to kind of like not get excited, just trying to be very smart, trying to
You never know.
understand how the processes work in this.
I remember the advantage of land is you can send everybody and their mother to that land.
Bro, I would honestly, I would go to PropStream and I literally would cold call every vacant land cash sale possible in that city and just call them. That's all. Right now, that's all I would do tomorrow. That's all I do.
Just see what they pay
Every-
for 5 acres plus, 5.5 acres.
Everything over an acre, I would do. Do
And
you know how to do that?
I don't. I just literally got PopStream 2 days ago, and I was
All
just
right,
doing
all
some
right.
videos on it.
Let's
so.
do this real quick. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Don't. All right.
Drink while you do that.
All right. Get some water.
Bye, Rick.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
So, all right. Let me go into PropStream right here and pop it up. I'm just gonna do Harris County because I don't want to scream about where you're doing land deals at. So let's go do Harris County. Let's just whatever. County, Texas. All right. Let's see here. Share my screen. Okay, perfect. Okay. So got a filter here. I'm going to go to quick list. I'm going to go to cash buyers, vacant land, and then give me anything special for vacant land.
General, I think, is one of them at the bottom.
Residential, special purpose, unusable, and general. All right. So we got 27,000 for vacant land. That's what like right here. Mm-hmm. This guy that just bought this piece of land right here.
Mm-hmm.
Who bought this? Let's see. Walhan Ordonez.
Mm-hmm.
Call him. Okay.
Okay.
Next, right? We're going to go after this one. This piece of land right here in Houston.
Okay.
Domar Quarter. Next. 8202 Shady. It's a big piece of land right there, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk to Norma. Right?
Gotcha. Okay.
That's it.
It's a much easier conversation when you're selling it, by the way.
Yeah.
You just get to the point and you're not trying to like butter them up. You just want to see if they're eager and grab as much intel on how they came up with that price. And then you can start dotting it out. You could also reach out to realtors in the area that specialize in sand. I mean, land.
Land.
Sand.
Okay.
Same thing.
Sand is good, right?
I know. All land's got sand. So,
and in terms of the buyer side, when you're, I hear every day in land, like they said to have a website. What's your guys' take on that?
You're selling a product. You don't need a website. You're selling land.
Yeah.
Nobody cares they care about the land you're selling, not the website.
Nobody cares, dude. It's just going to take time. So I guess if you're trying to sell 100 lots at once, but
yeah, I
got to tell you, man, people, the whole website thing, it's convenient for information, but the reality is you want to sell a property quickly. There's just too many issues that happen with like websites and doing like posting stuff on there, especially on single family homes, because the reality is we need to be selling the contracts, like not the property. So when you put it out on a website, the question is, okay, what's your intention? What are you trying to do? And then everybody and their mother gets to see it. So you don't have a lot of control once you throw anything out on the internet, but whatever helps you out. Some people like it. Some people don't. I find most people that are promoting websites are usually trying to sell you something like, hey, use my service. It's all done for you. It's $75 a month. it's not going to help you sell it. Like they still have to find it. The only way they're going to find it is with you. So the quickest way is reach out to many people on that list, and then try to network with some like realtors that specialize in land in that area. That shouldn't be hard to find. So get someone to pull like an MLS list for you, or if you have a friend or someone you network with it, and get that list as well too. It might coincide with the PropStream one, but either way, you just got to get out there and make a crap load of phone calls, because the figure you can, because you're trying to figure out if it's worth 20 grand or like 300, right?
Yes.
You got to figure out if it's a 6-digit flip or just like a regular, just kind of, you're still going to make money either way, but you got to get to that decision. Don't sit here for weeks trying to figure it out.
The thing is, we can talk about, you just got to call those cash. That's the next step. Call those cash buyers, sell that piece of land. That's it. It doesn't matter what you
guys know.
Bro, it doesn't matter what you got under contract for the buyer.
Yeah.
All the buyer needs to know, you put under contract for 70. Who cares? Are you looking to buy it for X amount of price? Go from there, right? And guess what they're going to ask you? Well, how much do you want to sell it for? You got to tell me. I don't really know the land values too well. Can you give me an offer? I promise you, someone's going to offer you something stupid high, and it's going to be amazing. So go from there. Explain you're going to sign it, and then go from there, bro. And then have them go. Make sure they verbally agree to a price, or they're interested in it, and they got the funds. Go. Have them go by the property, look at it. Boom. Go.
And remember, the higher the number, the more creative you can be. So as long as you get back your 12 grand and plus, I would take at least 10 or 15. If someone says, can you write a note for $50,000 on it?
Let's not get the notes or anything right
now.
Just get an
I
assignment.
just keep jacking the price
Bro,
up.
you don't know. Maybe you sell this
forever.
thing for 150. Hey, if they're doing that, then you're going to have a conversation with me next week, and I'm going to help you double close. I'll do it for free because you're double closing that.
I was just going to ask you guys, can you guys explain double closing, or I think they call it transactional funding?
We're doing double closing next week. Oh, that's a good one. I don't want to bring up the number. I don't want
camera.
I don't want to break it down, but
double closing, real simple, is just 2 closings.
That's it.
Okay.
It's when you buy the property, and then the reality is you go to the room next door and then sell it to your new buyer, and that's all it is. But there's supposed to be 2 separate transactions that have nothing to do with each other. That's the correct way a double closing works. Transactional funding can be used to bridge the gap on a double closing. So maybe you buy it from this seller, you're making $100,000, and you need to float the money for a day or two. A transactional person will lend you that money. You're typically going to pay $3,000 or $5,000 as their minimum cost. And that's the cost to float the money with you having no money in the deal. But they underwrite it based on your buyer putting money in escrow. They have very, very, very little risk. And if that buyer deal doesn't fund, so a really good double closing happens reverse. Your buyer puts their money in escrow and executes the document. And then your transactional funder goes, okay, well, now I'll put the money up because now I'm 100% covered, and go from there. Now, you can use private money. You can use friends and family. You're only trying to cover 12 grand, dude, not a ton of money. So if you gave someone $1,000 to float you that money for like 48 hours, there'd be people bending over backwards to do that for you. But that's it. A double close is just 2 closings, guys. You buy it and then you turn around and sell it to someone else. A really good double close happens in reverse direction. That way you don't close on the property unless you know your buyer is like dead set and funded and signed.
Exactly. That's it.
And transactional funding just pays for the money in between the 2 closings. So sometimes they're a minute apart. I've seen them as long as like 7 to 10 days apart, but transactional funders, they typically want it done in like 5 days or less. They don't want any more risk.
Gotcha.
And that's it. It's not complicated. Or you can do an assignment.
Great. So I have a couple of options here. So definitely,
bro, let's not get too ahead of ourselves, bro. Call the cash buyer. We'll worry about the 200,000 price. Okay, at the end of it. All right. So, bro, get it going, man.
You got it.
Oh, guys.
And don't think this is something that's like too good to be true. I mean, I know people in Texas doing $80,000 land deals, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Cool. Well, I appreciate you guys, Rick and Zach. Pleasure.
Awesome, man.
Awesome,
nice
man.
meeting you.
Also, last one I could tell you is, let's say you're getting offered, you have like 4 cash buyers who offered you $100,000 for the house. Okay. Most likely what I'd probably do is I'd find a way to buy that thing for 12 and just put it on the market and sell it for like 120.
Yeah,
Right?
then you could just like,
Right.
but
you need more than one offer. You need like 4 or 5.
you
Like,
need
okay.
to just make the calls and get as much intel as you can.
Yeah.
And you could have a really exciting weekend. You go, man, I'm gonna make like $100,000 for the actions I took. I don't know. It might just be 20. Either
You
way,
can make 5 on this.
who
Call the
cares?
cash buyers and see. That's all I can
It's the
tell
only
you.
way you're gonna find out.
And the more cash buyers you call, the better chances of getting the best deal. So if I were you, man, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 7 hours a day I'd be calling.
Yeah. And
Oh,
once
yeah.
you
Literally,
have that
that's what I'd be
number,
doing.
then you can kind of come up with your strategy, what to do. It's like, because you probably get higher on what they're offering you, but you'll have to get somebody to fund the deal and just throw it out on the market. And you'll just have to do analysis. Now, if you're someone who needs to pay your rent and you're getting ready evicted, just move, move as fast as you can. I tell people.
I'm all in here, man. Trust me. I'm all in. I didn't think about it twice going to this business.
Okay. So make those phone calls and that's going to lead you in the right direction.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys. You guys have a blessed night.
Awesome.
You
Have a
too.
good one, man.
Thank you.
Thanks.
See ya.
Thank you so much for watching that video today. If you want more free value for wholesaling real estate, remember to smash that like button and subscribe. Guys, if you want to join the best wholesaling real estate mentorship in the planet and join the wholesaling course that has the most people in it in the history of the world for wholesaling real estate, go to freewholesaling.com. It's free. There's no gimmicks. There's no upsells in this course. It is an absolute free wholesaling course. I've been told to charge thousands and thousands of dollars for it. I give it out for free. So like this video and subscribe. Join the movement for wholesaling real estate and go to freewholesaling.com and join my Wholesaling Houses for Real Facebook group. That is the largest mastermind in the country of like-minded wholesaling entrepreneurs who want to get connected absolutely for free and learn wholesaling real estate. Guys, I'll hope to see you there. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Have a blessed one.